get ugly afterwards. As for the game, under a minute left, Temple ball, trying to inbound into the backcourt. The steal by Dante Bright. He makes 2 free throws after he was fouled. UMass took a 1-point lead, but Temple hit 2 free throws. So the Owls lead by 1. Closing seconds. Mike Williams, leaner in the lane, got it to go. The Minutemen by 1 last second. Last chance for Temple. Length of the court pass. Aaron McKee gets a great look. The 3 is off the mark, and UMass wins the game. Unbeaten at their new arena, 56-55. Williams in his 2nd game back after collapsing 3 weeks ago, the 17-point effort. UMass 10-0 in the A-10. Temple 10-3. UMass was whistled in this game for 18 fouls. Temple 19. Why do we tell you that? Well, John Chaney and Chaney-Calipari shook hands after the game on the court. But the Temple coach spotted Calipari giving officials some grief near the locker room after the game. Calipari was on the Zebras throughout the game, but his post-game conversation with the officials set Chaney off.
And you send your kids out there pushing and shoving. The guys did a hell of a job. You had the best officiating you could ever get here, and for you to ride them, I want to be a part of that. I just got my ass blasted for giving them hell down in West Virginia, and here you get a hell of a job right here today. Good job. 3 class guys. And you pick them out here and single them out. You can't get that together. You're the threatening guys. Shut up, guys. You're the threatening guys. I'm killing you. You remember that. When I see you, I'm going to kick your ass. Kick your ass. Come on. You got a good team, and you don't need that edge. That's why I was telling my kid to knock your kid in the mouth. Standing there pushing him the game.
Some things never cease to amaze me. I'm not going to say anything right now because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think it's better that I just walk out of here. And I'm not going to talk on the television. I'm not going to talk to anybody at this point right now.
The postscript to this national embarrassment was that these guys had to go 4 years ago in a triple overtime, very anxious moment-filled game at the Cage, UMass's old home arena. They meet again just a week from Thursday in 10 days in Philadelphia's refrigerator-sized McGonigal Hall. And you can see the rematch here on ESPN. Well, it's 4 weeks from Selection Sunday. After #1 North Carolina lost this weekend, college hoops staring a 6th straight week with a new #1 when the poll comes out later today. 2nd-ranked Duke possibly poised. Visiting Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons beat the Dukies in Cameron earlier this year. Coach K's birthday yesterday. His team up 2. Grant Hill says, "Happy birthday, Coach." What a slam. Hill had a huge first half, 18 points. He misses the 3. But when you shoot it, you're the first one to know if you missed it. He follows up. Dave Odom's team had to go to the 3s in the first half. Mark Lucas, like Gene Valukas shooting pool, shooting lights out, 4 for 4 shooting 3s. Brian Davis, the old Dookie, was on hand. His Blue Devils up 5 at the break, but Randolph Childress brings the Demon Deacons back. Scoop to tie it at 44. Second half, good defense by Jeff Capel. The overplay and the freshman throws it down. We're tied at 53, but Childress, who really expended a lot of energy guarding Hill in the first half, explodes for 22 of 28 in the second half. Listen to this. Coach K 0-3 against Wake on his birthday. So the Heels are swept by Tech. Wake sweeps Duke. What's going on in the ACC? Wake made 17 more free throws than Duke did. #1 Carolina lost. #2 Duke lost. So #3 Arkansas likely to wear the bullseye of #1 later today when the poll comes out to keep the Big Ten lead at Ohio State. Second half, Juwan Howard works hard to get open, and Jimmy King rewards him. Michigan by 9. But Ohio State comes back. Some good defense late. Jamie Skelton intercepts the pass intended for Dugan. Fife goes around Fife. Hits the layup. Buckeyes within 2. Randy Ayers map strategy late. Down 2. Did he want the Funderburg 3? Well, he gets it. Ohio State doesn't. A foul, though, over the back. Dugan Fife goes to the line. Missed the first. Missed the second. No timeouts. Can Ohio State win it with a 3? Greg Simpson tries, but it doesn't get there. And Michigan, as usual, survives. They've won 5 Big Ten games by 4 points or less. They've won 6 in a row. Michigan up 1 on Indiana and Purdue in the Big Ten. It's the hardest conference to win on the road, and Michigan's 5-2 away from Ann Arbor.
For Marquette in Cincinnati, Damon Key, Ronnie Eford. Behind the back passes, Rob Lagerman. The running jumper, completing a 16-2 run, Bob Huggins, and the Bearcats trailing by 12 at the break. And then Damon Key looking like Chris Farley in the ESPN commercial, knocking down 2 Cincinnati defenders. Cincy kept it close thanks to D'Antonio Wingfield. Good. Check out the Cincy D. Key gets rejected by the hustling Mike Harris. Down 12, 4 minutes to go. Cincy goes on a run. Damon Flint buries the 3. And Kevin O'Neill starting to get nervous. 14-0 run for Cincinnati, capped off by Wingfield in the paint. Hits the hoop. Cincinnati's up by a deuce. Marquette up by 2, 20 seconds to go. McKee, watch the feet. 1 too many. Down 2, 5 seconds to go. Wingfield, nothing but air. Mike Harris. And we go into overtime. In overtime.
Whoa, we just had a power surge here in the arena.
Play was delayed for 6 minutes. Tied at 73 after the first overtime. Double overtime. Damon Flint. Flint had 20. Cincy on a 10-0 run. Then it's Wingfield with the exclamation points. And Kevin O'Neill takes a seat and a loss. Both coaches, by the way, agreed to play under dim lights. Apparently Cincinnati liked the lighting a little bit better in Marquette's place than they did in Cincinnati. The Bearcats. There's Charlie Spoonhour. Only one Division I team with just 1 loss, and that's the Billikens. It looked easy. Donnie Dobbs. St. Louis built a big lead, but you could not stop Sean Hahn. You could only hope to contain him. Burying him. 3 threes before the break. And then he comes out and picks up where he left off. You can count along Sesame Street. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An NCAA record for accuracy. In overtime, Alex Robertson scored 6 in OT, including the roller in Dayton. We are UD. 82-77, the final. Their first win in conference play ever, snapping UD's 11-game losing streak.
Kid gets credit for every pass, including this one. The skip pass over the zone. Lamont Murray rips court on a 3. Arizona the answer. Reggie Geary inside to Rayos. No, not the first time, but he still got it to go. Todd Bozeman's team down 13 at the break. The Bears rally. Kid to Monty Buckley. Explain that shot. How did it go in? The bang in the bucket. Cal coming back. Buckley hits a 3, and it's tied at 61. But Arizona pulls away a 22-0 run. Khalid Reeves, the miss, but he gets the putback. He had 26, and Arizona goes to Berkeley and beats Cal, returns the favor. So the Cats and Cal tied 8-3 in the Pac-10. UCLA leads the conference by 2. At the end of this game, Todd Bozeman, Lute Olson exchanging heated words. Bozeman got a T, and he was upset because of trash talk by Reggie Geary of Arizona. Bozeman later blamed himself for